What's up, everybody? Moses here again, bringing you another little bit of an update. Haven't been streaming for quite some time now. I think a little less than 2 months now it's been. Path of Exile League is going on. I think it's called Delirium. I haven't even read the patch notes. I didn't get into it. I'm probably gonna skip it. I've been very focused on just myself, nutrition, exercise, weight loss, and just kind of like taking the recent months to invest some time in myself. I've been reading some books. Yes, actual books. It's been fun, enriching. I've been watching lots and lots of YouTube videos with all sorts of amazing content creators for all sorts of guitar lessons and basics because I just got my Fender Squire uh, guitar, electric guitar. It's something I wanted to do for quite some time, and with COVID and streaming and my job, just able to do that. So I've been doing that. I'm getting a little bit better. I'm trying to learn a little bit of maybe a simple song every day to keep it fresh, and I also do all sorts of finger picking exercise, all sorts of scales, just the basics, just to teach the brain how to tell my fingers to work, you know, in harmony, both my hands. It's not an easy thing to do. And also, I just turned 39, which is crazy because I'm totally not feeling it. And yeah, that was Sunday. I was actually considering doing a little birthday stream, but I figured, with Twitch, you kind of have to be on a regular, daily kind of content creating if you want people to show up. And I didn't want to just turn on the stream. I didn't really know what I'm gonna play, because I'm not really playing too many video games. I just opened up Heroes of the Storm here just to show you I'm doing my daily quests, and that's basically it. Just saving up the gold, uh, you know, buying all the heroes when they come out. I have all the heroes, or at least almost all the heroes, maybe all of them. I'm not really playing all of them. I'm not really playing at all. It's just kind of a thing that I've been doing. What else? Um, COVID-19 situation in Israel is actually pretty good, although people are now taking it for granted. The economy opening and stores and bars and restaurants, I think they're opening it much sooner. And the restrictions, people feel like now it's okay to go around without masks. I'm still very, very safe wherever I go. Still using the facial masks every day, different one whenever I need to go out. Social distancing, hand washing, and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to catch who needs that? Who needs it? And thankfully, my kind of lifestyle, my job, and just like my lifestyle allow me to not be with too much in contact with too many humans. I do my night shifts. I pick up the guitar, I take the amp and the guitar, and I just practice at work. I practice at home. I do my daily bicycle ride, which is really nice. The whole story with the exercise and the weight loss has been going really great, and the diet, like I've been doing the same thing, and I'm feeling very happy. A lot more energetic. I don't know if you guys remember, I used to literally fall asleep in the middle of a stream. It was like 3 p.m. I woke up around 11, a.m., started the stream. 3 p.m., I'm like tired, energy drop, and I just gotta go to sleep. So I go to sleep, and like 7 p.m., I wake up. 8, I start the stream again. Um, so yeah, I haven't felt tired in like, since I started this thing. I mean, of course, I come back from a bicycle ride and I feel exhausted, but that's good. Yeah, it's because the body is finally working. for the first time in like 8 years, I guess, since I started streaming. Um, but yeah, the way that it started, in case you guys, I'm not going to become any kind of guru for exercise and health. I'm far from it, and I don't proclaim to be. But I have been doing some things, and they have been working for me. And, at its core, I'm a teacher, whether it's video games or, whatever I'm learning and I think is useful for someone and I can pass it on. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So basically, the way it worked for me, again, it's very personal, to each their own. But I know you guys are gamers, and we're sitting all day playing video games, and years go by, and all of a sudden you're no longer young. You find yourself, I just had my birthday, 39. Um, and overweight and exhausted and fat and just feel bad, low energy, just miserable, depressed, just sad. Um, and it comes down to your nutrition and your exercise because the body needs it, and you can go by through your 20s and your 30s, and you feel kind of immune because you're young, but it catches up to you. It catches up to us all, right? So if you guys are interested in what I've been doing, I basically had a very kind of like bad morning where I was like so fat I couldn't get out of bed, right? I was really struggling. I had pains, lower back, all sorts of pains in the body, and I could just it took me minutes to get out of bed, and I was like, holy shit, this can't be happening, right? So um, at that very day, I just kind of like changed my entire lifestyle. Um, I basically found, the fruit and vegetables that I like, and I started buying those on a, twice a week uh, basis. So it's always fresh and it's always tasty and good. I just shop for small quantities. I have, a little market right next to my house. It's like, 5-minute drive. And yeah, so I started eating that like twice a day, a fruit plate with some vegetables, whatever I feel like having, whether it's cucumbers, apples, bell peppers, strawberries, pears, peaches, I don't know, just whatever, radishes, whatever I felt like having at that day. I'm just shopping for that, and I'm just eating that like twice a day. And then basically a mixed nuts. You guys may have seen it already, but that's I always keep that around. I have all sorts of mixed nuts here. Um, I'm not really sure I know all the names of all of them in English, but you get the idea, like peanuts and almonds and walnuts and hazelnuts and cashews and pecans and probably three or four more that I don't know the word for. And whenever I'm hungry, I just, take a handful and just snack on some nuts a couple of times a day. I eat the fruit and veggies. And I did that alongside, I started walking. You guys know because I only stopped streaming about 2 months ago, but walking has been a consistent part of my life in the past, since mid-October until last month. And the entire time, the goal for me was to get back to bicycle, but I was really fat, and I was unable to do it because my body was just finished. Because I mean, I didn't exercise in forever. I was on a path for self-destruction. Yeah. So walking, um, for me, it was very, very, very short walks. I'm talking 3 minutes up and down the street, going back, and I was exhausted. But I did those 3 minutes every day for the entire week, and it started feeling good, right? Because your spirit's going up and all that. You guys that are already in shape, you know how it feels. It's great, and then you get used to it, and you get used. Your body gets used to it, and then whenever I felt like my feet hurts or my legs hurt or something, I just rested for a couple of days. I was in infantry and I know a little bit about, exercise and sports and all that kind of stuff. And I know that you cannot overload the body with too much effort because there are some really, really bad side effects. And I also know that a change like that is not magical. You don't swing a wand and all of a sudden you lose, 60 kilograms, which is my goal. So I started at 151 kilograms. I know, it's shameful. It's insane. It's huge. I know. But right now I'm 124 point something. So it's been working and it's going to accelerate the progression. So we'll get to that. So at first I started doing these walks. I was doing these daily whenever I felt I needed a rest. My feet were killing me, legs, pains. I just rested for a day or two, maintained my diet, right? Um, and then I tried every week to increase the distance, right? So I started doing like 3 minute walks, and then the 3 minute became 6 minutes, and then the six became nine, and then the nine became 12. And then all of a sudden, I reached a point up until last month where I was doing roughly 45-minute walks on a daily basis. Pains were gone. Uh, Kilograms were, just falling off, and it really did feel great, and very satisfying. Pulse was rising. I did it in a good pace. I sped up. I felt strength and power. It all comes to you because that's what happens when you're consistent with something. You get better at it, and the body loves it, right? You just need to put yourself on the right path. So for me, the goal was always to get back to cycling. I, you may have heard about 15 years ago, I used to be really big on cycling. I used to, travel all around, doing really long trips, 4 or 5 hour rides on a 3 4 times a week basis regularly. I was in a great shape, but that was 15 years ago, and I brought myself to a very bad situation in the last, since I started streaming essentially. Um, so my body was not up to it, and I knew that I wanted to get back to the bicycle, but I knew also that I need to lose some weight first. And so last month, I finally, just about a month ago, when I got the guitar, it was the same day that the guitar came, via mail and a delivery, and I took my bicycle to the repair shop, and they fixed it. There was all sorts of problems, and they fixed it. It was actually rather cheap. I was very surprised, and then I started doing the same kind of method I applied to the bicycle, just short rides on a daily basis. Whenever I feel I'm exhausted, my body can't take it, sore muscles, I just rest 2 or 3 days, and then I go back for a daily grind. So I started with 3 to 4 minute, bicycle rides. It may not seem like a lot for you guys, but when you do that on a weekly, on a daily basis every week, and then a week after that you increase your distance and add a few more minutes. Right now, actually just came back out of the shower. I just finished a ride. It was roughly 23 minutes. It was the longest. It was the longest ride. I normally increase the distance on a Sunday. Today is not a Sunday. Today is what is a Thursday, right? But I felt like I can do it. Also, it was very, very hot throughout the entire week. It was some serious heat we had here, and then you know I didn't increase the distance at the beginning of the week because it was so very hot. But I didn't give up. I still went out. And today it was a little bit more breezy, and I felt, okay, let's do it. Let's increase the distance. So I did. And I did a little longer ride, took a little longer, came back home, had some food. Actually, my veggie plate is right here next to me. And yeah, some hard-boiled egg I had already, some tuna, whenever, some chicken, maybe a steak on the pan or something like that. Every once in a while, I put in some meat because I like it and I don't want to feel sorry for myself that I can't eat anything. And you do the exercise and you take out all the trash because, like, I used to eat a lot of junk food. Like, you don't reach that kind of weight without eating like a beast. And so I'm not doing that anymore, right? So it's a very simple equation. If you take out more energy than you put in, you lose weight. It's very simple. So yeah, that's what's been working out for me. If you guys are on the path or needed a little bit of motivation, look, guys, I'm almost 30 kilograms less, right? Almost 30. It's a massive number. It's a big chunk of me. And life just feels a lot better. And I need to still, I want to get back. My goal is to get back to 90 kilo. I'm 182 centimeters. I'm totally gonna do it. It's absolutely doable. Daily rides. I'm keeping my diet very kind of like strict. And you guys may know I used to go every Sunday with my buddy to the burger place. It was the the Sunday moo cow ritual. We used to go every Sunday. So I told my buddy, when I reach 100 kilograms, we go. So it may take a few more months, but that's going to be my reward for whenever I do hit that target. But the real target is to stabilize on 90, 95 kilos. For me, I'm very tall and broad, heavy bone structure, and that's the correct kind of body weight for me. So yeah, set yourself your goals. You can totally do it, and it's never too late, and it's better sooner than later because, see, the thing about it is that I felt like if I'm not doing it now, I'm just gonna die. The day is not gonna be long before you get a blood clot in your brain or a heart attack or shit like that happens, right? And I got a lot of good stuff to live for, right? I love my life. So it's not a very good path that I was going. And 2 years ago I quit smoking. That was huge also. But that was like the first step. I knew that it was building up, and I'm sure that you guys are thinking about it as well, if you guys are thinking about it. And yeah, it's building up, and yeah, you end up doing it. And once you do, it's you know it's great. It's very, very satisfying. So yeah, that was it for me for today. That was my journey when it comes to streaming, guys. Seriously, I'm waiting for the NDA of Torchlight Frontier, Torchlight 3, I guess it's called now, to drop. They have, yeah, it's currently you cannot stream it, right? So when they drop it, I'm going to be able to play it, to stream it. Kind of excited for that game. But outside of that, there's really not a game that I can say I'm very excited to play. That's why I'm not streaming. I miss you. I really do. And it would be great if we could hang out for some stream sometime. Maybe I'll do something in the next week or two just to say hello. Excuse me. Perhaps I'll play XCOM. Maybe that's a game I could play for a little bit. I guess maybe I'll turn on the stream. But yeah, my focus right now is like really guitar and exercise and body weight and losing weight, and I'm very happy with that, and I'm generally feeling pretty good about this. I'm sorry about the COVID-19 and all the people dying, but for me, you know, feeling a little bit guilty about it. People are losing their lives. It's a huge thing throughout the world, but I for me it's actually been a great time of focusing on myself, doing some reading, doing the exercise, doing the work, and just feeling great. Um, yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and it's not gonna be forever, guys. I'm gonna get back to daily streams. It's just that I need to find a game to play. If you guys have got any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'm always reading your Twitch whispers. You can always send me whispers. I answer you. I'm not really watching anything on Twitch because I'm bored, but I am checking my messages there. Feel free to send me anything if you want to hang out, ask anything. I'm here for you guys. Take care.